The Filet-O-Fish, possibly the most controversial item at McDonald's, and they serve salads. My entire life, I thought ordering the fish fillet from McDonald's was a crime. A hated sandwich. No one understood why it was still on the menu after all these years, and I found out my entire life I'd been wrong. After pouring hours of research into trying to find the popular opinion of the Filet-O-Fish, I instead found a secret population of defenders and fans unmatched by any other fast food item I have ever seen. It would be offensive to call them fans when I've seen the lengths they go to have a fish fillet. The Filet-O-Fish is made of just 4 ingredients: steamed buns, original tartar sauce, half a slice of American cheese, and of course the fillet. And people go crazy for this shit. Or they think it's nasty. So one side asks, what the fuck, ew, why is this still even on the menu? And the other side says, it's me. I'm why it's still on the menu. In 1962, a Cincinnati McDonald's franchise owner found out that no one was buying burgers on Fridays, so he wasn't making any money. He remembered that his only customers are the 12 disciples. So he said, shit, how about a fish burger? You guys love fish, right? And the disciples said, oh, hell yeah. But that pissed off the big clown man, who said, ew, fish? Stinky, nasty ass. I need to move that. I'm moving it right now. I forgot where I left off. Oh, stinky fucking nasty fish. He said, no, that's gonna stink up the place. We're not gonna do that. Hula burger versus the Filet-O-Fish. At the end of the battle, no one wanted to eat a soggy little fruit burger, and the fish fillet became the first addition to the McDonald's menu, thanks to Jesus himself. Look at me. I look just like him. And it was a hit. Commercials started dropping only a few years after the national launch. The first 2 came out in the same year, one animated and one that makes me uncomfortable for some reason. The 70s were a big decade for the Filet-O-Fish, and it was constantly advertised in McDonald Land commercials, which was an ad campaign completely targeting children. That aside, they made some pretty cool claims, like the Filet-O-Fish were caught whole from perhaps a lake or an ocean. The 70s also produced the first jingle of many to come, some of which were very catchy, and that pisses me off since I get songs stuck in my head way too easily, and getting caught singing Fileto in front of my roommates is gonna get embarrassing when it starts happening on a regular basis. The 90s were a weird time. They introduced their deluxe line of burger, which they called Adult, which resulted in some strangely sensual fish fillet commercials.
McDonald's new Fish Fillet Deluxe is sure to satisfy your grown-up needs and desires.
The big ad, the one that everyone remembers and wish they didn't come out until 2009.
Give me back that Filet-O-Fish. Give me that fish.
This ad is mentioned on anything even remotely related to the fish fillet. You so much as mention the name, and anyone who has ever heard the goofy jingle will go into a Winter Soldier episode with the song replaying over and over in their head. It's like McDonald's Small World, and the talk of the fish fillet doesn't just go away. McDonald's even tweeted about it recently. When you start looking, it's everywhere, except on sale. That shit is so expensive, and they never give out coupons anymore, and that pisses me off. It's crazy how popular the Filet-O-Fish is online still. There's always someone tweeting or posting videos. It's fucking constant. Pictures, opinions, arguments, but the most interesting ones to me are always the reviews.
McDonald's Filet-O-Fish.
While I was watching a metric fuck ton of videos of people just eating the Filet-O-Fish, I came across a story in a video of a guy just eating a fish fillet like he was never gonna have one again. This guy, Ben Dean, was telling a wild and wacky story I wasn't aware of before. While he was eating a fish fillet for the first time in years, he explained just why that was.
I'm super excited for this one. You might be thinking, oh, just a couple Filet-O-Fishes, man. What's the big whoop? I'll tell you, the Filet-O-Fish has been MIA in Korea for the past 13 years. Basically, McDonald's came to Korea in 1988. When they first came here, they had the Filet-O-Fish, and it was on the menu for 20 years, but it mysteriously vanished in 2008. No one knows why.
This was very upsetting for a lot of people living in Korea who were big fans of the Filet-O-Fish. In fact, it was so upsetting they started a movement, the BTFOFBTK, or the Bring the Fish Fillet Back to Korea. It was, or is, a Facebook group dedicated to the return of the fish fillet. This group has fought for years. They tried to get stories in the news to spread awareness, and even made connections on LinkedIn to talk to McDonald's executives to convince them to possibly bring it back. I'm talking devotion. And it paid off.
And finally, today, it's back on the menu.
In 2021, the Filet-O-Fish did make a comeback to Korea. The April launch was a very exciting time for people who have long awaited the return of their precious fish sandwich. Though they had their critiques on the sandwich on some fronts, they were mostly just happy to have it back. Just as suddenly and inexplicably as the first time, the Filet-O-Fish was taken off the menu a second time. This, of course, heavily distraught the Facebook group among other people that rejoiced in the sandwich's return. They still, to this day, work to bring back the fish fillet to Korea, and they've made very fashionable merch. And if I can't convince you of the dedication these people have put into bringing the Filet-O-Fish back to Korea, maybe he can.
Hello, it's me, your pal, JC. Did you know that McDonald's in Korea got rid of the Filet-O-Fish? While I could easily create more Filet-O-Fish to feed Koreans, is it not better to teach a man to fish? So, help bring the Filet-O-Fish back to Korea by joining this holy Facebook group now.
If fans are willing to pay to promote this, it has to make you wonder, is the Filet-O-Fish even good? Personally, I got a text message. Personally, I'm an enjoyer. I'm no fanatic, other than knowing way too much about it from all the research I did for this video, but it's a tradition for me and my mom to go during Lent on Fridays because it makes it easier to avoid meat. And it actually does taste pretty good. But that's just my opinion. Despite it not happening very often, except at the beginning of this video, I could be wrong. So I asked a couple buddies of mine who have never had the Filet-O-Fish to go and try it and let me know if they liked it or not. Okay.
Oh.
A Filet-O-Fish?
She asked me to try the Filet-O-Fish.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
Not good. How do people eat this?
That would be my big fat ass. That shit good. That shit yummy.
Perfecto.
Do people eat this? Fuck, I can see why it's banned.
No, that's good. That's good. That's a good sandwich. Obviously, it's not for everyone, but I still enjoy the dedication of its strangely devoted fan base. And I'll be leaving the link to the Facebook group below just in case, because all of my other efforts to unite this, like, fandom or whatever the fuck is going on here didn't work out so well. All I'm saying is, maybe let's try to bring the Filet-O-Fish back to Korea.
Man, you gotta bring back that fish fillet to Korea.
Bring the Filet-O-Fish back to Korea.
As a certified Korean, I bring it back to the homeland!
Let's try. Let's do our best. Let's do our best. Look at my shirt. Look how silly it is. If you also enjoy silly things like this shirt or this video, maybe you will like this video I made where I try to permanently remove California.
Can I get one Filet-O-Fish? With no cheese, please.
Anything else?
No. No, thank you.
Was that all?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, great. First window, please.